Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Fringe reaction. This is season 2 episode 5 and it's called Dream Logic. And yes, we will be continuing with Fringe. I did have a bit of trouble getting Fringe reactions and Leftovers reactions up on YouTube, but it seems for now I'm able to get it through, so for the time being we are continuing. So in the last episode everything came to a head. Everything came to a head. Olivia remembered her time in the other universe. She remembered the conversation she had with William Bell and all the ramifications of that conversation. War is coming. I'm not entirely sure whether in investigating and in William Bell's actions he's not actually starting the war that he's predicting, because we've also had Charlie the shapeshifter exposed and presumably killed. We don't know for sure whether, because they're symbiotes or whatever, they're part organic, part machine. And we saw at the end of the last episode with the leader with the mark on his head was being reattached to a body, not necessarily his body, but he's being reattached to a body, and the eyes opened. And so whether Charlie the shapeshifter is actually dead, we don't know. Maybe not. So that all came about, and they're very worried. The shapeshifters seem to be very worried about why William Bell dragged Olivia into the other universe. There's a lot of spying going on and reconnaissance, but no one's actually seems to be starting the war yet. And I'm not entirely sure, 100% sure, who it is that's going to be the one that actually starts the war and what that action will be, and whether we've already seen it and the war's actually already started. Just low-key at the moment. I don't know. I'm waiting to find out. I'm just intrigued where it's going to lead. Whether we're going to get more William Bell at some point, or at least some permanent contact with the other universe. Because coordination between their universe and ours, or at least our universe and the allies we have, like William Bell, in the other universe, is going to be crucial. The shapeshifters are just known as the first wave. So what's the second wave? How many waves are there? We don't know. We don't know. See, we're very, very, very much in the dark on this one. We know that there's shapeshifters and that they're part organic, part machine, but that's literally all we do know at the moment. And by we, I mean the team, not the audience. We, the audience, know a little bit more than that. But the team, Olivia and co, they're working on very limited information, and Nina, who has a lot more information than she's actually telling at the moment, seems to be well, not telling, not sharing. So I wonder at what point that Nina has to come on board and actually share all the information she actually has. Not anytime soon, I think. 1, 2, 3, go.
Who died? You and your partner Charlie were pretty close, huh?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Bring your memory back.
She now knows that Charlie's dead. What the hell? Is... Oh! What is he, seeing people how they really are? Or something?
I am going to destroy you.
Oh, God.
What the hell?
Oh, his eyes. Oh, what the fudge is going on there? Were they visions? Were they hallucinations? Was he saying their inner evil?
We brought Mr. Leader here around 6 last night. Well, we haven't managed to get anything out of him.
I don't want to go in there. I'd rather stay out here.
Oh, what's he afraid of?
Sure.
Does he know what he's looking at there?
I remember driving to work from lunch, pulling into the garage. And then I was on the floor in Carl Langen's office.
And there's nothing else that you remember from yesterday?
The office. It was like the office was infiltrated by these creatures. And Carl, he was their leader. He had horns. Like some demon. I know. It sounds nuts.
Yes.
Mr. Leader?
Walter?
Greg?
Can't go in the room, Mrs. Leader.
What's happening to him? Greg!
He's dead.
No! Oh my god! Oh my god! No, Greg! No! No!
Oh, God, his hair's turned white. He saw something. He saw something that no one else saw.
Peter, I need to go home. I don't like it here.
Good God, he's having an anxiety attack.
It's wet.
It's wet.
Reminds me of Sinclair's, the mental institution where I lived. Peter, I want to go home.
Really appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you have a business card? So that I can send you a copy of the results.
Why is she collecting business cards?
Thank you.
Because that's... The taxi I could understand, but that sounded like a really lame excuse.
You can assist us in removing his scalp.
Oh, please, no.
The last couple months, he's been averaging between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night.
Then how can he die of exhaustion?
It gets weirder. He was also using it as a dream diary. Guess what his nightmares were about?
Demons in his office.
Yeah, at least once a week. Then, a couple months ago, all of a sudden, they stopped.
MIT?
When I was a kid, I used to get these terrible nightmares, almost every night. So, I know a thing or two about dreaming.
I'm sorry, that must have been awful.
Actually, it is one of the rare occasions in my childhood that Walter was helpful. He taught me to condition myself. Every night before I went to sleep, I had to say a mantra in my head. Please don't dream tonight. Please don't dream tonight. Please don't dream tonight.
Did that work?
No.
Well, you can't stop yourself from dreaming, but it did make it so that I didn't remember.
Guy on the bike was dead on impact. Woman must have been driving 40 miles per hour when she hit him. Crash kill her too? She's dead, but it wasn't the crash.
Ellen was calling to let me know she was heading home from the office. We were on the phone when
And she's got white hair as well.
she said she saw a monster.
What are we looking at? Oh, is that a tracking device or something?
Oh, I'm out.
Yep. I'm surprised he lasted that long.
Filament.
Some kind of little computer chip embedded in his midbrain.
Thalamus.
Yes, that would make sense. Well done, son.
What does that do? The thalamus? Why is it relevant?
Part of the brain that regulates sleep.
So people have had this thing implanted in them which causes them to not sleep or not get any REM sleep.
Dr. Laxmi Schnayak? I'm Olivia Dunham. I'm with the FBI. We were wondering if you were familiar with Greg Leader and Ellen Rosiello.
Yes, the patients. What's this about?
Dr. Nyack, we found a biochip embedded in Mr. Leader's brain. Do you know what...
Yes, of course they both had them. They were part of a study.
So you've implanted those chips into other people?
It's a large-scale clinical trial. There are 60 in the control group and 82 with the biochips.
We're gonna need their names.
There's no malfunction that could have caused the kind of reaction we saw. What if the chip shorted out?
Even if it had, the chip should have remained benign. Why is this? The main computer server. It contained all my research. The patient's files. It's all gone.
Are you sure you didn't do that?
Dr. Nyack.
My research assistant. Zach, call the nurses. We need the names of all the patients, everyone they can remember. These people just wanted some rest. And my chip was helping them. It wouldn't make them hurt anyone, and it certainly wouldn't kill them. It just doesn't make any sense.
And your work got hijacked, I think. Okay then, so somebody's got access to all the information. Yeah. Making them... So, has the scientist's work been hijacked, or was that the scientist?
Zach Miller, FBI.
I thought it might be the assistant. That might be the doctor just trying to frame his assistant.
I guess that's why I wasn't answering the phone.
Oh.
I told them. I showed them your damn note. So you might as well stop.
So he knows who that is.
Serious wrong. I believe that chips have the ability to turn on a dreaming state while the patient is awake, which would lead to paranoia, hallucinations, and a complete inability to differentiate between reality and dreams.
Yay.
Very behavior we've been witnessing.
This is the patient list that Dr. Nyack wrote out, and here is the death threat he received.
Same handwriting.
The handwriting's sloped to it. Look at the G's and the F's. These are written by the same person.
The doctor's communicating with himself, whereas his split personality is very, very defined. Like he does, like one of his personalities doesn't even know what the other one's doing. Oh no, the guy's not dreaming this. The guy's actually doing this, and he's tapping into it. Whoa, that was close. Yeah. You switched off the machine. Well, you destroyed the machine while he was still plugged into it.
Got a call from radio.
So he messed up by accessing them while they were still awake.
Cranked up into the red. His addiction to dreams became his nightmare, one that he couldn't wake up from. Maybe that was his only way of ending the nightmare.
Yeah, that seems more probable. Actually, I like that idea. Is it an empty coffin in there? Because the real Charlie's body was incinerated. Or did they put the shapeshifter's body in there? But surely the shapeshifter would have reverted back to its original form. Peter's remembering his past.
You were talking in your sleep.
I think I
was having a bad dream.
Oh, it's going to come out soon. It's going to come out.
I was a kid.
Ooh. That's an ending. Well, that was a really exciting episode. I really enjoyed that one, and even though that ending felt like the episode was a filler episode, A, I'm not going to complain too much because it was a good filler episode, or B, I don't think it was a filler episode at all. I think all this technology, the chip that we saw in this episode, plus all the other biotechnology that we've seen over the last, well, mostly in the last season, that's going to come back. That's all going to come back. It's going to be like the other side are leaking some of their technology into our world. Maybe. For what reason, I don't know. So they can hijack it and control it later. I don't know, but I think all of these things that seem like filler episodes are gonna come back at some point into the main plot and become really relevant, but not yet. So Peter is starting to remember what happened to him, and it does seem like it was true that Walter kidnapped him from the other universe. Ooh. I wonder what sort of shit is going to hit the fan once that information has been confirmed to Peter and to us. That's going to be an episode I'm going to want to see, but I bet it's not going to be next episode. I bet they're gonna dangle that one on us for a little while. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Yeah, brilliant episode. Dream logic, and it was very dream logic, wasn't it? On with the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep well. Bye bye.